The last few months have brought increasing clarity on the legislative framework underpinning the European Green Deal, but very little clarity on the key question of how this will be financed. The EU estimates a need for an additional €477 billion per year to 2030, in the energy and transport sectors alone, for a Fit for 55 aligned scenario. The energy aspects of REPowerEU and NZIA are estimated as an additional €43 billion per year, bringing the total to €520 billion. While a large share of this will necessarily be covered by private investments, public funds need to play a significant role to the tune of 20 to 30% of the total in order to unlock private investments for a total additional requirement of around €130 billion per year for the energy and transport sectors alone. In order to achieve the targets set in the European Green Deal, public finance intervention is essential. National resources alone cannot provide the answer, as the limits imposed by the proposed revision of the Stability and Growth Pact would prevent countries with higher debt/GDP ratios from taking on debt to the levels required by the transition. Existing funds can be a part of the answer, but investment needs are too great to be met with what money is already on the table. The Strategic Technologies for Europe platform, STEP, for example, leverages existing programs and only provides a total of €10 billion of additional money. This is unlikely to be sufficient for the ambitious industrial transformation and creation of value chains that Europe needs. And it is crucial that the financing of the transition doesn't come at the cost of redirecting funds meant for other important priorities, such as territorial and social cohesion. There is therefore a contradiction between the climate goals and economic opportunities of the European Green Deal on the one hand and the macroeconomic constraints and lack of central funding that make this unaffordable to many member states. Price of failure. And yet a failed transition would have a negative impact on the economic development of these countries and on the sustainability of their debt, the exact opposite of what the Stability and Growth Pact rules intend to achieve. Successfully decarbonizing the economy and reaching the climate goals of the European Green Deal is fundamental for each country individually and the EU collectively in order to preserve the prosperity of Europe. The climate transition presents us with a unique opportunity for economic prosperity and jobs, as the IEA estimates that the green technology market will be worth around $650 billion, Euro 615 BN, per year by 2030. In order to earn a share of this future market, it is imperative to invest now in the value chains of green technologies and goods. The decarbonization of our economies is an industrial challenge driven by public policies, and the stakes are high due to competition intrinsic in other countries' initiatives, such as China and the USA.